a journal thing, huh?
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm Larry Bazane. My poetry is at buzzfree.com. And that's self-promotion, huh?
Sure, we gotta do it.
Kind of like my blog. I got 120 more people to go, and we'll be over 14,000 hits.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy. People from Russia.
Nice.
That's how I found you. Through your That's how
That's
I, yeah.
Okay.
so cool.
I'll read my poetry. Let me know, Brian, when I run out of time. My Valentine is free for Brian. I wrote this on Valentine's Day. Can you stay a little longer, St. Valentine? I can add another log to the fire and tell you a joke or two, St. Valentine. We could watch another Julie Holiday classic, dance like Fred Astaire, or just sit here in the dark, St. Valentine. We can melt into each other, share butterfly kisses. We weren't born yesterday or the day before that, St. Valentine. I will let your fingers crawl across my flesh, and I will imitate you, St. Valentine. You can swallow me, and I'll swallow you. Gladly we can choke on love, St. Valentine. My heart has exploded in the heavens. There is a million new stars to wish upon. Can you stay with me forever, St. Valentine?
Oh,
Thank you. And this is Highway 6.
Oh, that's so good, Larry, that's so good.
These first few poems, I like them. I'm not afraid to tell people I like them. Well, this one's Highway 6. I know the secrets of Highway 6, where pretty boys go skinny dipping without their girlfriends, where bad boys shoot empty beer cans because empty bud cans don't shoot back. I ride through the Allegheny Mountains to gather my thoughts. I cruise the back roads of Amish farms to free my mind, where the deer and the antelope play, where the dogs run free after black bears and for their lives afterwards. 12 miles down the road is the best chili dog with seasoned fries. Up the road are my neighbors with no names. Snow plows don't roll till 5 a.m. Only two county cops are on duty at a time. Bank robberies are rare, but an easy getaway. Every radio station plays Dylan's Rainy Day Woman 12 and number 35 because there are no secrets out on Highway 6. New people were allowed 10 minutes, so I just keep going until he tells me to shut up.
okay.
Blissful ignorance. I've grown very quiet inside. I understand the sadness of success, the joy of sorrow, the gesture behind stillness, the grace of war. Music from the dark side of the moon leaves the sun crying. The geometry of rain feeds my gleaming infernal. My inspiration drips from my lips of my lover, who knows I can't hear a single word he says. I've been on the bottom, on the top, and in between Mr. Jones and Queen Jane. I have lost my desire to speak. I've slept in the arms of swirl cactus. My pillow was the San Francisco Bay. The disfigurement of law has branded my brain with divine torture. I was born into this. Forever happy shall I be, is not my question to ask. This one, last time I was going to read it, and then I decided not to, and I read my David Bowie poem, so I'll read it tonight. It's called Peeping Tom. It's a little bit longer. Oh, and it's about my new kitty. Her name's Pretty Sorrow, and my dogs and all that stuff. So, it's not like I'm a pervert because it's named Peeping Tom.
Well, that's debatable.
Okay. At the window I sit. Pretty Sorrow is purring in my lap. The dogs have gathered at my feet. Baxter is dreaming again. His lips quiver when he's chasing a bear. Only God knows what will happen if he catches him. Isis can't hear so much and is a cat poop eater. Old Max is getting old. He romps as fast as he can up the mountain and limps all the way back down. Gordon is blind, deaf, and doesn't have any teeth left. I have 5 seconds after he wakes up from his nap to get him out the doggy door or he'll pee on the floor. Cars are whizzing by faster than the limit allows. Someone's going to get caught by the Warren County Sheriff hiding at the gravel pit a mile up the road. Out my window is a world I barely know. Not enough to shake a stick at, anyhow. In all my years, I've never known a place like this. Bad and good entwined like lovers, most of them working for $8 an hour, part-time. They've convinced themselves it's better than not working at all. I don't understand their logic. I bitch when I have to work too little and when I have to work too much. I know where I've been and where I'm going. Nowhere is just another stop on Highway 6. Splitting ash for winter, filling the bird feeders, and stoking the wood stove for the night is enough for the day. I'm going to watch out this window for the deer to make their way down from the trees at dusk. They will be coming for corn and apples. I named the fawn Gideon. She's not so small anymore. She's ready for winter too. At the window, I get to wondering about the weeds I pulled last spring to make room for the roses. Doesn't seem fair to the chickweed. I close my eyes and plan to keep the goats come spring. Tomorrow I have no plans. I may sit at my window, wait for the snow that's coming, and write a poem about it. Am I doing okay, Bri? Am I? Oh, I like this poem. I'll read this one. This is called Que Sera Sera. God, when I was little, I used to sing that song all the time. But this isn't a musical. Que Sera Sera. Our pilgrimage was consummated with a pledge, Bohemian vagabonds of voluntary poverty. We were labeled with African American jive, born into this, descendants of the beats. With wordless crime we spoke in rhyme. The suture poured through our veins. Nagchampa Agabati hammered out our senses. We covered our eyes to see more, held our tongue to encourage discourse, found peace in the bowels of conflict. Historic junkies in modern times. Our embrace eternal, content to dwell in the desert or the sea. His heart desires mine, mine desires his. Okay, okay, I'll read this one because I'm optimistic about spring coming. Called Looking Towards Tomorrow. Today I saw a patch of blue on the other side of gray. Soon my black and white days will be dancing with colors. My Nor world of cynical characters will melt away. No longer will I look down Highway 6 blurred in a late season blizzard. I will walk across it to get to the crystal clear Broken Straw, freed from the clutches of blistering ice. The wood pile is nearly used up. In its flames I saw your brown eyes smiling, heard your lips whispering sweet nothings. There was no ashes or creosote. The front door hasn't opened since October. The sign that reads, "Use the back door," has faded away. I saw some black bear scars. The Maple Festival can't be too far away. I'm going to turn off the satellite, open the windows, and listen to the classical stories of the robins and the squirrels. The deer won't be coming for corn for a few months. The dogs will find new reasons to bark. It's not like being reborn again. It's more like I never left. Am I still okay, right? Okay. I read this one. I'm not sure if I read it before. It's called It's Getting Harder to Get Up from the Floor. I care less if I die alone or I'm buried in a potter's grave, no matter how honorable that might be. I prefer my ashes be thrown into a twister, spread out like a banquet for the kings. Until then, I will play as a boy with old bones. I have drank spirits to forget the wars and shared enough kisses to replace the stars in a midnight sky. Strip poker is my religion. The more I lose, the more I am saved. Shenanigans are gifts from the Jack of a Sacred Heart. I practice adoration of the Joker and Queen of Clubs. I will play as a boy with old bones. And still got time? One more? Okay. This is kind of heavy because I wrote it about a sculpture statue. And it's called Everything Is Not Visible. I am a sculptor chipping away at my marble. The way of my chisel penetrates the stone of the self-portrait. Every stroke is premeditated murder. I am Donatello's revealing bronze David, an innocent and virtuous youth fixed on the shivering head of a Philistine. I wear nothing but my boots and a hat with laurel leaves. Majestically naked, my silhouette will never hide from the sunrise or run from the rain. There are no flaws, there are no evil. The dust of my labor is abducted by the wind, scattered in moonlight pure and sweet. My independent fancy spills out an extraordinary heart. It cannot be bridled or spirit torn. I've climbed from a hole 1,000 miles deep. I will crawl on cobblestone, a pathway to the gate. Beyond, where poverty is not suffering, nor solitude a journey. I live deliberately without dire need. Desperation is the folly of a doleful soul. Tomorrow is just another day. And thank you.
Hey Buzz, did you publish Jeff?
No.
I wanna read these